Satellite imagery and open-source intelligence reports have revealed that Russia is constructing what may become the world's largest radio-electronic intelligence complex in its westernmost exclave of Kaliningrad, just 25 kilometers from the border with NATO member Poland. The massive facility, located near the city of Cherniakovsk, has sparked significant concern among Western analysts and NATO officials due to its strategic implications for electronic surveillance and military communications across Eastern Europe and the Baltic region. According to reports from multiple sources, including the investigative platform Tochny and Western media outlets such as Newsweek and Bild, the construction of this intelligence complex began in March 2023. Satellite images show a sprawling circularly disposed antenna array, CDAA, a Cold War-era technology designed for signals intelligence, SIGINT, and long-range radio direction finding. The array, which spans up to 1,600 meters in diameter, is significantly larger than similar installations worldwide, such as those in Germany and Japan, which typically measure around 400 meters. This scale suggests an unprecedented capability for intercepting and analyzing communications over vast distances, potentially up to 7,400 kilometers. The complex, situated in a remote forested area at coordinates 54.562160, 21.827560, features at least 6 concentric rings surrounded by a security perimeter, with access roads and a central platform. Unlike radar stations that rely on large protective domes, this facility uses open-air antenna fields, optimized for broad-spectrum signals intelligence. Analysts believe it is modeled on Soviet-era Krug systems but adapted for modern electronic warfare, enabling Russia to monitor NATO military communications, track radar networks, and potentially communicate with submarines in the Baltic Sea and North Atlantic. Kaliningrad, a heavily militarized Russian exclave wedged between Poland and Lithuania, is a critical outpost for Moscow's military strategy. Home to the Baltic Fleet, S-400 air defense systems, and nuclear-capable Iskander missiles, the region serves as a forward base for projecting power in the Baltic Sea. The addition of this intelligence complex further strengthens Russia's electronic warfare capabilities, aligning with its hybrid warfare doctrine that emphasizes surveillance, information dominance, and disruption of adversary communications. The facility's proximity to NATO's eastern flank, less than 100 kilometers from Poland and Lithuania, positions it to intercept tactical transmissions, radar signals, and even civilian infrastructure communications across parts of Germany, Poland, and the Baltic states. Military experts warn that the complex could also enhance Russia's ability to jam or interfere with NATO's command and control networks, a capability that could prove decisive in a potential conflict. The construction has raised alarm in Western capitals, particularly among NATO members. The German press, as reported by Bild, has expressed concern over the facility's potential to become the largest SIGINT station of its kind, noting its strategic placement near the Russian Baltic Fleet's airbase. Polish and Baltic officials have also highlighted the growing threat of Russian electronic warfare, citing previous incidents of GNSS, Global Navigation Satellite System, interference traced to Kaliningrad-based systems. These disruptions have affected both civilian and military navigation in the Baltic Sea region. NATO has been vocal about its readiness to counter Russian activities in Kaliningrad. In July 2025, the alliance announced contingency plans to neutralize the region's defenses in the event of a conflict, prompting a sharp response from Russian presidential aide Nikolai Patrushev, who emphasized that any military encroachment on Kaliningrad would be met with all available means, including nuclear weapons. This rhetoric underscores the escalating tensions in the region as Russia bolsters its military and intelligence infrastructure. The construction of the Kaliningrad intelligence complex comes at a time of heightened geopolitical friction, particularly in light of the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict and recent diplomatic developments. Posts on X and media reports indicate that Russia's military buildup in Kaliningrad coincides with stalled negotiations over Ukraine and increasing NATO activity in Eastern Europe. The facility's development is seen as part of Moscow's broader strategy to counter NATO's expansion and maintain a strategic edge in information warfare. Western analysts, including those from the Tokchny project, suggest that the complex represents a bridge between Cold War technology and modern military doctrine, emphasizing deniability, surveillance, and information superiority. Its completion could solidify Kaliningrad's role as a central hub for Russia's electronic warfare operations, posing a long-term challenge to NATO's security architecture in Europe. The Kaliningrad intelligence complex is not merely a defensive asset, but a proactive tool for Russia to project power and gather intelligence across NATO's eastern flank. Its ability to monitor communications over intercontinental distances and support submarine operations in the Baltic and North Atlantic enhances Russia's strategic flexibility. Furthermore, the facility's potential to disrupt NATO's command and communication networks could complicate the alliance's response in a crisis, raising the stakes for regional stability. As construction progresses, with satellite imagery indicating near completion by mid-2025, the international community is closely monitoring the site's development. While Russia has not officially confirmed the facility's purpose, its scale and location leave little doubt about its intended role in Moscow's military strategy. The complex underscores the growing importance of electronic warfare in modern conflicts, where control over the information domain is as critical as traditional military power. Russia's construction of a massive electronic intelligence complex in Kaliningrad marks a significant escalation in its strategic posture against NATO. As the facility nears completion, its potential to monitor and disrupt communications across Eastern Europe and beyond poses a formidable challenge to the alliance's security framework. With tensions already high in the region, the Kaliningrad array is a stark reminder of the intensifying competition for information dominance in an increasingly volatile geopolitical landscape.